Time for another video. This one is going to be titled You Have to Believe Anything is Possible. Can't believe Toto had the audacity to drop this quote. But anyway, I might as well link it to something. So, there's been chatter going on around the webosphere, as it were, about Sir Lewis Hamilton getting sacked. Now, I can't sign off on that. Might happen, who knows? Anything could happen, right? You gotta believe anything is possible. And it's F1. Anything could happen. Anything is possible. But, well, there are some things in F1 that shouldn't happen. And that's one of them. So Lewis Hamilton getting the sack mid-season from Mercedes, that shouldn't happen. As far as I'm concerned, it's an impossibility. Look, let's say Mercedes genuinely wants to sack Sir Lewis Hamilton. Let's say that. Let's say Mercedes are genuinely interested in sacking Sir Lewis Hamilton mid-season at Belgium or something. If it's gonna happen, it'll probably happen just before Belgium or just after Belgium. But okay, let's run it. Someone's got to step in. All right, and I've said Mercedes are on board with it. So who's going to step in? It's going to be FOM. FOM are going to step in and say, excuse me, that's half the money you're sacking. What are you doing? That's literally half the money you're sacking. Sirs, what are you doing? You can't be sacking the great Sir Lewis Hamilton. Are you on... What the type of narcotics a man on at that point? Right, John C. Malone loses half the money for the season. Might have to refund tickets for all he knows. FOM definitely. Well, I suppose FOM only have to take the brunt from an optic standpoint because the circuits are the ones that would really take the financial brunt. But it would be terrible optics. It would be bad chase to sack Sir Lewis Hamilton. I mean, look, it doesn't help now that Sir Lewis Hamilton is starting to match gorgeous Russell, even with the handicap that Mercedes are applying to the car. It doesn't help. But okay, so Lewis Hamilton has been sacked. All right, so mid-season, so Lewis Hamilton has been sacked by Mercedes. Oh my goodness, it's the biggest piece of news of the season. What's going to happen next? Look, another reason, never mind the money, this does tie into the money, but another reason that FOM can't afford Sir Lewis Hamilton to be sacked, they'd have to have a written agreement from him that he's not going to go do a vanity project in WEC, or just pick up a Ferrari customer car. Ferrari will even provide another factory entry for him, who knows. But to go pick up a Ferrari customer car, Porsche customer car, whatever, you get Vettel or Rosberg or a Button. Oh, Rosberg would be spicy. But you get one of these guys to partner Sir Lewis Hamilton for the remainder of the season. They could even be rotating. Right? It's box office. It's box office. WEC would print money. And forget about... if there is a rule in WEC that teams can't enter in the middle of the season, that would be discarded. I don't really believe that's there. I don't think it's a thing. Although I'm not particularly sure on the details, but if that is a thing, that will get discarded ASAP. WEC is about to have Sir Lewis Hamilton for 6 months. You know how many eyes would be on WEC? And all of a sudden people would fall in love with the hypercar formula. And that would be a real problem for F1. So you see, FOM can't afford this stuff. Straight and simple. FOM cannot afford Sir Lewis Hamilton to get sacked. It's bigger than Mercedes right now. It's bigger than Mercedes. It's bigger than Toto Wolff. It's frankly out of their hands. Right? It's frankly out of their hands. And if they were interested in putting an Antonelli in the seat, look, here's the thing with Antonelli. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say he's not passing the eye test, but he looks like he needs more time in Formula 2. He needs another season, right? If he was doing to Formula 2 what Sir Lewis Hamilton himself did to GP2, what season was that? Back in 2006? If he was doing something like that, making the whole field look like amateurs, all right, you might have an argument to put Antonelli in the seat mid-season. You might have an argument for that, genuinely. But he's not doing that. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening at all. All right? Right now, it looks like he is being schooled by some of the fastest drivers in F2. He can hang, but it's not enough to just hang. You gotta beat them. You gotta beat them, especially if you're gonna be taking the seat from the great Sir Lewis Hamilton. He's got to beat them, mate. He's got to beat them. He's got to make these overtakes look mundane. He's got to have a season like Sir Lewis Hamilton had when he was in GP2 for this thing to fly. It's really that simple. So I can't sign off on this whole Toto Wolff is trying to sack Sir Lewis Hamilton. He might be trying to sack him. Sir Lewis Hamilton may even get sacked mid-season. Who knows? Anything could happen, right? Oh, with F1, anything is possible. But not everything should happen. All right? There are some things that shouldn't happen. This, like I said, this is one of them. If it happens, well, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when John C. Malone gets the news, I'll tell you that. But anyway, that should be the vid. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Peace.